Hey there, did you guys like my other few Roblox pilot training flight simulator movie thingies? Well, there's one in progress right now, coming to West. Hey there, welcome back, and in this video we're going to go over some behind the scenes of what you guys just saw 10 seconds ago. So I'm just going to play the actual movie thingy, and I'm going to pause it like every 5 seconds and just say how that scene was done or something. Not as boring as my explanation sounds, but yeah, let's just get into it. Typically, my Roblox films are shot with just myself, unless I get some friends to help with stunt acting, voice acting, whatever. I film the basic scenes in Roblox by having one account, which is my camera account called West Camera, just holding the binocular tool in this game, focusing on an object or player. Here's what the typical setup I use when making these short films looks like outside of Roblox. We got the main thing right here. We got the screen recorder right here. We got the secondary recorder right here. And the camera on my phone sucks. Okay, now let's go over how each and every scene was done. Okay, to do a scene like this, I just went in third person, zoomed out very far, hid my character in one of those sign thingies by the taxiway, and orbited the camera around to get a view of the airport. At the beginning, we have a series of takeoff/landing clips. The Qantas 747 was the only one that was actually me. And to get more B-roll and filler content, I just had to find more people to stalk. This scene was done the same as the first one, where I just hid the character somewhere, went in third person, and just recorded. This technique is actually pretty obvious. On computer 1, it's just recording this in a still position. And on computer 2, that's what's controlling the cast member. And in this scene, the recorder is in disguise as the counter person. As much as this scene is decently cool, it's also kind of easy. Secondary computer is the one that is moving the airplane thingy. And on the main computer, the character is in one of the passenger seats with the camera facing directly down. Since it was only myself filming this section of the movie, I filmed the part where the passenger is inside at like a whole separate time or whatever. So yeah. All the action scenes that usually involve flying are filmed the same way. The recorder is in the co-pilot seat with different camera angles and stuff in third person. And typically the secondary computer is the one handling the aircraft, or else it wouldn't be flying. This little radar animation I did is actually pretty simple if you have Adobe Premiere Pro. All I did was mask out a few little green dots or whatever and make them disappear and reappear again. And I put a cinematic boom sound effect so it could be cinematic. I didn't really start including other people in this movie until near the end. This scene's actually pretty interesting because I found someone random in the game and got them to fly the plane while the recorder sits in the back with the main passenger. And yes, there aren't any other passengers in the plane. If I could have done anything about it, I would, but that just would have been too hard because no one would cooperate and I don't have that many computers. I don't think anyone noticed this, but this scene right here was filmed during the daylight of Roblox. So in the editing process, I used my horrible color grading skills to make it look like it's night. Oh yeah, that reminds me, one of the most annoying parts about making a movie like this. It has to be the perfect time of day. When we filmed that person in first class, we accidentally filmed it during the day and I didn't notice until I started editing, so I had to do that and made it look horrible. These two clips were filmed at completely different times. You can tell because the clip with the 747, it looks like it's about to be sunrise or sunset or whatever. When filming the actual collision part, I was actually on top of the airport, so I can get you guys a view of the actual runways. So regarding cast members, for the fire truck driver, I just found someone random who owned the fire truck driver and got them to drive the fire truck. It was the same for just random background characters, stunt pilots, whatnot. So yeah, that's all for this movie. Now let's talk about the newer one I made that won second place in the pilot training flight simulator editing competition thingy. This one's going to be a little more interesting because I actually kept the raw footage. This also isn't going to take as long, so that's something. Some people asked how I got the bird's eye view shots. Well, it's the same as before. I hid my character probably on the runway somewhere and just had the camera facing down in third person. And then I used some editing to make the camera rotate, pivot around so it looked more realistic. Making this scene, I put a lot of extra thought into the background. So on computer 2, I ran all the way to get the 747, park it on the taxiway, run all the way back to the Q400, film that with the 747 in the background. After filming everything, I decided I want some extra shots, so I decided to go back and shoot a moving shot of the 747 during takeoff. And the 747 was in the air on computer 2, so I had to land it, go back to the runway, and then take off again. And to do this scene, I was just using the run tool, holding the binoculars at the same time, and running sideways along with the 747. And since I was controlling the camera, I had no control over the plane, so it kind of went out of control. That's why that scene was so short. As natural as this scene looks, I don't know how I'm supposed to explain this, but each runway was filmed at totally different times. I had to keep the camera in the same spot the whole time so I could mask the two clips together while editing, and it turned out pretty mediocre, even though that scene was only like 2 seconds long. So yeah, that's the end of this video, and I would upload this video earlier, but I'm already uploading a video tomorrow. Well, tomorrow as of the day of filming this. I'm recording this on May 6th. Probably going to upload on the 8th or something because I have a different video uploading on the 7th. And my Q&A is coming soon. It's not too late to ask questions. You can do that in the comments section, my Q&A video, or the channel discussion, which is open, by the way. And yeah, make sure to subscribe, leave a like if you enjoyed, dislike if you think I'm an 8-year-old who should be marked for kids. And yeah, enjoy yourselves.